Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new season of the CTC Goons Cup Series. Tonight, we are at Southern National Motorsports Park for this Clash event to open up Season 11 here in 2026 in CTC. Thank you to everybody who helps put this thing on. Thanks to the Goons, Kenny Frisbee, for allowing this wonderful Season 11 to happen. Thank you to all these drivers for the time and effort and money they've put in to also make this thing happen. And plenty of people put in their fair share to make that prize pool happen. Alright, welcome back. Sorry about that. So it's going to be Heat 1 here. We're going to have 3 heats. Over to the green in Heat 1. Ryan File taking us there. Green flag in the air in Heat 1. Already some bobbling going on. Missed shift for the 81 car. We continue. That puts Byron Jones on the 7 in the lead. We're going to take 5 from this heat into the feature. Got 20 laps here in this heat. Like I said, taking 5, so your top 5 right there, that's your transfer spots. Byron Jones, rookie this season. Taking it away. Nolan Walker there in second. Matthew Blackley third. Cliff Mullins fourth. And Brantley Bryant, your final transfer spot at the moment. But he's got Jesse Jones all over his back bumper. Looks like Brantley Bryant with a little bit of front end damage. We had a real big moment there for Ryan File on the start of this race. I think he missed a shift, and that caused a lot of cars to get checked up behind him. Side by side right here for the transfer spot. Jesse Jones on the outside, Brantley Bryant on the inside. Contact! Brantley Bryant loose! And he goes around. That puts Ian Adams into the 6th spot. That Greg Biffle throwback right there. I love it. Do it for the Biff. Only about a second behind Jesse Jones in that final transfer spot. Ryan File, who we saw get crossed up on the start of the heat. Back here in 8th with a decent amount of front end damage in that thing. Daniel Llewellyn, I think, started in the pits. He's running in this 9th spot. Good looking hot rod there. He's got a good painter. Wink, wink, it was me. Byron Jones, the leader right now, looking to lap that 23 machine. Let me know if the stream looks okay. having some trouble. Oh yeah, looks great on my end. Do some changes here with my setup here in the off season, so getting used to everything. On board with leader Byron Jones. Looking back at the 77 to Nolan Walker, it looks like Nolan got really tight there on 1 and 2. This little 4/10 of a mile track. I guess you'd call that a, I'm not sure what you'd call it, but like I said, 0.4 miles. Really short racetrack here. We got 5 to go already. Cliff Mullins and Matthew Blackley looks like a battle here for third. Mullins with a lot of speed right now. He's got Jesse Jones right behind these two. This top 5, these transfer spots are pretty much locked up right now. These guys just got to coast it home. Three laps to go. Byron Jones with 0.8 of a second over Nolan Walker. Nolan with 2.5 seconds over Blackley and Mullins, who are still side by side right here. 2 laps to go. Byron Jones, like I said, still out front. We'll stay on this battle for the 3rd spot. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in heat number 1. Byron Jones looks like going to handle this heat with Nolan Walker just behind. Battle for 3rd still side by side, and off of turn number 4, it's going to be Matthew Blackley taking home 3rd. Cliff Mullins 4th, and Jesse Jones your final transfer spot. Now we'll move on to heat number 2. Alright, let's take a look at our grid for heat 2. It'll bring it up correctly. Looks like it will not. Alright. I guess we'll try it again later. No spoilers for the NASCAR qualifying. There's some people like me who would like to go back and watch it after this, so please, have respect. Alright, heat number 2 underway. These guys gonna do some pace laps here. Carson Bechtel gonna be on the pole position for heat 2. Welcome back, Carson, to the CTC Cup Series. He's been gone for a few seasons due to some injuries. So, glad to see he was able to make it back out here. Has an old paint for that 59 car. Still got the old 712 Brakes logo on it. Call it a throwback. Alright, can I come to the green this time? He's got Nick Cooper on his outside. Nick usually a dirt connoisseur, but he's pretty good at these short tracks. Pace car is off. Green flag in the air in heat 2. Down in turn 1. Good restart this time around. Oh, Bechtel washed up in 3 and 4, and now it's going to be 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Oh, contact with the leaders! Huge crash with the 57 and the 59. We stay green. Oh, man. I'll take a replay on that as soon as possible. Oh, man, we had a car go around right there. Garrett Warren, he saved it. Oh, another car going around. DJ Trout in the 30, one of our rookies. He saved it. Aiden Lowell with a handed lead now. Nick Cooper about half second back. And another half second of Bradley Wilson, last season's champion. That number 51, rocking the same paint he won that championship in. replay on the leaders, I reckon. There it is. 57. I don't know if he missed the corner. An interesting one. See if we can get one more better view at it. 57 got loose under braking. That's what it was. Got in there and then couldn't save it. Got up into the 59. You have 11 drivers in this race. The 11th driver was Jacob Peterson. He's now 5 laps down. I'm not entirely sure why. Hayden Lowell, 1.6 seconds over Nick Cooper. Nick running that high lane. Now he's under fire from the 34 Bobby Blowers. Again, big rookie class in Season 11 here. We got a brand new team showing up. Oh no! Broadcaster's curse. I was about to talk about him. 34 Bobby Blowers. Looks like he saved it. Got a little bit of front end damage. That's going to drop him down to 8th. Drop him out of the transfer spots. And that'll put Garrett Warren up into 5th in the final transfer. So that means this 30 of DJ Trout. Now he is 1 spot out. He's going to have to race hard to get past that 04. Bradley Wilson. Oh no, Nick Cooper had an issue. He's around on the back straightaway. He saves it, but that's going to take him out of the transfer spots. And now DJ Trout is in. Cody Cleaver, first man out. When coming to 5 to go this time, Cody has time to get up there to this 30 car and maybe push to get into the transfer spot, but he's got some damage in that too. $30 on the line tonight for the Clash winner. Overall winner, not the heat winner. So these guys making it in from the heats and the last chance qualifier gonna have a chance at $30. No strings attached, no charters needed. $30 to the winner. This is the best battle on track, 4th and 5th. Coming to 2 to go this time for Hayden Lowell with a big lead. These two, this is not for a transfer spot anymore, so you have to think they're going to kind of take it easy. Final lap, Hayden Lowell going to take us through 3 and 4 and win Heat 2. Bradley Wilson across in 2nd, Brian Jackson 3rd, Garrett Warren 4th, and DJ Trout final transfer spot in 5th. Nice job by DJ, getting home, making the feature. And Brian Jackson, I didn't talk about him much during the race. Had a quiet race, but nice job on the podium finish there in Heat 2. Now we will move on to Heat number 3. Dave Hoytsma going to be starting on the pole for Heat 3. Followed by Patrick O'Keefe, Casey Graves, Garrett Wolfenbarger, Jeremy Scherer, Blake Giglio, Wyatt McCombs, Davis Greenwell, Jamal Collins, and Kobe Stidham. Davis on the radio, not happy about this stacked field here for Heat 3. Hey, let's get a word with him. He's going to want to air this out of here on the broadcast. Davis, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me. Hey, man. Well, our in-house truck series commentator out here in the Clash. Yeah, I heard you complaining on the radio about this stacked field. How are we feeling? All right, man. Well, you're coming from 8th here. You think you can make it in the feature from here? Hey, it's worked for some people so far. Good luck. Absolutely, man. Coming to the green. Good luck. Oh, man, that interview probably didn't come through. Well, I had a nice chat with him anyway. I'm rusty. It's going to take a minute to get used to stuff again. Sorry. Alright, coming to the green. Dave Hoytsma, good start there. He's going to maintain the lead on the back stretch. Now it's side by side for second. O'Keefe and Graves going at it for the second spot. Wolfberger fourth, alongside Giglio in that Mr. Bubble car. Dave Hoytsma going to lead lap 1 of heat 3. Make sure our interviews get set up correctly for this next one. Don't want to have that happen again. There we go. O'Keefe clears up into second. Now Casey Graves third. Still side by side for that fourth spot with Giglio and Wolfenbarger. Greenwell sitting one spot outside the transfer. Oh, Giglio goes around. I don't know if that was off the nose of the 32, but that's likely going to force Blake to come into the feature through the LCQ. It's going to be tough for him to make it in the top 5 now. Dave Hoytsma still out front. This 97 car making a statement. If he keeps the speed up, he'll easily make that feature. O'Keefe slightly reeling him in right now. No, actually, this time, the last 2 times, Hoytsma has been faster, so my dad out here showing these guys he can do the short tracks too. That 97 car is ripping off some good lap times right now, I'll tell you what. Battle for the 5th spot. Greenwell makes it into 5th now since Giglio spun. Now that leaves Wyatt McCombs as the first man out. He's going to be wanting to get around that 20 car. Casey Graves starting to reel in the 71. Hoytsma kind of running that higher lane. It's working for him, though. Almost looks like he's running a line at Bristol. This place is very high banked. The race is similar to Bristol. It's just a little bit smaller. 80% of the size. These second and third cars starting to reel in that 97. Off the back bumper of the 97 of Hoytsma. These two have caught up to him. It's going to be 8 laps to go right here. Can Hoytsma hold them off? Them being side by side is definitely hindering their speed. Wolfenbarger starting to join the picture as well. Oh man, bad corner for the 97. Gonna check the 71 up. Oh man, they're 3 wide coming off of 4. The 71 gets loose. Luckily, he corrects it, doesn't hit anybody. 97 back up into second. Casey Graves to the lead. Wolfenbarger now looking for the second spot. All 4 of these guys need to remember they're in the feature. They just need to not spin. If they spin out, oh man, or do something like that, that could mean they have to race through the LCQ. You don't want to have to do that. O'Keefe starting to make the move on the 97, and he will complete that pass. That moves the 97 down to 4th. Might just not have quite had the long run speed there. 2 laps to go for Casey Graves in the lead. But the top 5 have all broken away. Giglio almost made it there. If one person spins, he's in the show. White flag in the air for Casey Graves. And across the line, Casey Ray is going to win heat number 3, followed by Wolfenbarker, O'Keefe, Hoytsma, and Greenwell transferring to the feature. Everybody else going to have to race through the LCQ. Alright, LCQ coming up here, or it's also been called the Constellation on our scoring tower. Either way, there should be 7 transfers from this as long as iRacing is working correctly. We'll go ahead and verify that right now. It's correct. Alright, LCQ about to get underway. Check one more time if our grid's working. Oh, it's working this time, but it's not correct. It's got our main grid, so we're not going to take a look at that. Anyway, you got a little sneak peek at our new grid. Pretty awesome. Alright, on the pole for LCQ, Ian Adams in the 06. Then Cody Cleaver, Blake Giglio, Brentley Bryant, Bobby Blowers. Look at everybody up here on the tower. We can see who's all in here. There we go. $20 laps, 7 drivers transferring from this. Ryan File right now is your cutoff. After 3 and 4, pace car is going to pull off and we'll get this thing started. Green flag in the air for heat number, LCQ. Oh, the 06 goes around. A lot of cars wadded up in this one. We continue. Giglio out to the lead. That's going to screw a lot of drivers out of the chance of transferring. Wow, Kobe Stidham with the rejoin of the century. Side by side for second, Brentley Bryant and Bobby Blowers. Like I said, top 7 transfers, so right now Brad Patton is your final transfer spot. Still side by side for the second spot, Giglio just driving away. Oh, the 81 Orion File goes around. So does the 08 of Jacob Peterson. Gonna put Ryan File back in 11th and in a tough spot for making it through for the feature. 23 of Daniel Llewellyn just took his fast repair. He's gonna try to let these leaders by. But he is 3 laps down, so he is pretty much out of this. But he's having a good time. Good looking paint. Alright, Giglio 1.7 seconds lead. Bobby Blowers makes his way up into second. Bryant third. Then Cody Cleaver fourth. Brad Patton running on your top 5. Then Nick Cooper and Jeremy Scherer your final transfer spots. Paul Collins your first one out. There he is, 24. Collins been around in CTC for quite some time. One of our veteran drivers, I'd say. Oh man, Cleaver's around. Oh no. He was in a good transfer spot. Now he's got damage. Cody Cleaver's luck transfers here into 2026. Let's see what happened. Brad Patton on his back bumper, gets into his quarter panel, and around he goes. That also collects the 57 of Ronnie Holmes. That moves Jamel Collins into the final transfer spot. Ryan File, the first one out, but he is 3 seconds behind Jamel Collins, so he's going to need something to happen outside of his control. Top 7's about locked up here, but we still have 7 laps to go and a lot of lap cars in play. Cleaver makes his way up into 10th for now, trying to get around Carson Bechtel. He will complete that pass. Bechtel, I think, was involved in that start of the race shenanigans. Now he's about to go a lap down to Blake Giglio. 4 laps to go right here at the line for Giglio. Battle for third is about to be on as these two Goons test cars will go at it for the third spot. Battle for sixth as well is starting to get close. Scherer and Collins. Cody Cleaver picks up another spot, jumps up into 9th. Got a lot of speed in that 2 car, just got spun out. It's tough. He's running around the same lap times as our leaders. Patton and Bryant right here. Coming to the white flag for Giglio. White flag in the air. He's right behind Cody Cleaver. Come through 3 and 4. Giglio going to win the LCQ and transfer to the feature. Followed by Bobby Blowers, Brad Patton, Brittany Bryant, Nick Cooper, Jeremy Scherer, and Jamel Collins. Your 7 transfers into the main race. Congratulations to all those guys. Thank you to everybody who tried out tonight. That was an entertaining set of heats and last chance qualifiers. All right, got a 5-minute warm-up here before we start the feature. Good word with some of those guys who won heats and such. Let's see if we can get a word with the 7. We'll see if he's in chat here. Not looking like it, so I got... See if we can get a word with Hayden Lowell, our Heat 2 winner. Hey Hayden, it's Lucas, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, Lucas.
Hey man, well, you took home the win in Heat 2 pretty handily, I'll say, and looking like you got some good speed in that 56 for this feature.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep that speed for longer than 20 laps. Put this thing in victory lane later. Feels good. Happy to sport some new colors and get them heat race win on the first time out.
Absolutely, that machine is looking good, I must say. Good luck to you in this feature. Maybe you'll take down that $30.
We'll see. Hopefully that's how it works out, and we'll have a good shot.
Okay, good luck. We'll see you.
Thank you.
That was Hayden, our Heat 2 winner. Now let's talk with our Heat 3 winner, Casey McGraves. Hey, Casey, it's Lucas. Got me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man. Well, you won heat number 3. Looking like you got a lot of speed in that 01. How are we feeling about the feature?
Pretty good. I think it's gonna be a big tire game. I know that heat race, I kind of sat back there and saved tires, and then the last probably 5 or 6 laps.
Maybe 6
get
or
around
7.
Yeah, I don't even know how many laps it was, honestly. It felt like an eternity, but yeah. Yeah, I just kind of saved the tires and then was able to get around Patrick and your dad and win the heat.
All right, man. Well, where are you starting in the feature here? Take a look.
I think 3rd.
Yeah, I'm starting 3rd. So starting from that 2nd row, I think you'll be able to have something for those 2 starting in front of you.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Hayden's been pretty quick. We'll see what happens with him. He's starting on the outside. I think he's gonna have the best shot at winning this thing. I think it's just, like I said, I think it's gonna be all about saving tires and not getting in the wreck, or not getting in the wrecks and not wrecking yourself. Seems to be the common occurrence here.
Yeah, now that we have yellows turned on, I'm a little scared for what we're about to see. But good luck out there. Hopefully, we're talking to you at the end.
All right, thank you.
Now our other winner here in chat. Let's get a word with Blake Giglio in the 16. How we feeling, man? You won that LCQ.
Yeah, it would have felt really good if I could have started up front. A lot of work to do. I think it's gonna be dodge the bullets and see what we can do. I think we were definitely the fastest car in that heat race at the end. We basically almost got back in. So I think we got a good hot rod. I think we were able to put on a show if we can keep it clean.
Yeah, man, going to be coming from the back here in 16th. You think caution's going to help or hurt you?
I kind of hope we go green. I think I have a good plan if we can go green. We'll see. 75 laps is a long time.
Absolutely, man. Well, I hope for everybody's sake we go green. Good luck. Hopefully we're talking to you there at the end.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, should be getting started here any moment. Alrighty. Get our grid up here. Starting on the pole for our clash. Byron Jones in the 7. Starting his outside, 56 of Hayden Lowell. Starting in 3rd, Casey Graves in the 01. Starting his outside, the 77 of Nolan Walker. Starting in the 3rd row tonight, Bradley Wilson in the 51. And your Wolfbarger in the 32. Starting no. Sorry, we got drivers asking for 4 wide sleuths in chat. Unbelievable. All right, moving on. Matthew Blackley starting in 7th. Brian Jackson in 8th. Oh boy, we're gonna run out of time here if I don't figure some stuff out. All right, starting in 9th, Patrick O'Keefe. 10th, Cliff Mullins. 11th, Garrett Warren. 12th, Dave Hoitzma. 13th, Jesse Jones. 14th, DJ Trout. And 15th is Davis Greenwell. For some reason we don't have the other cars, so I'll refer to my own list. 16th, Blake Giglio. 17th, Bobby Blowers. 18th, Brad Patton. 19th, Brantley Bryant. 20th, Nick Cooper. 21st, Jeremy Scherer. And 22nd, Jamal Collins. That does it for our grid. Let's get this thing started. Green flag is in the air. We're racing. Great start for the outside lane. Hayden Logan to jump to the lead in turn 1. Myron Jones going to fall back to 3rd as Casey Graves gets turned in front of the field. That's going to be a yellow. Let's take a look at what happened here. I don't know if the 51 got into Casey Graves or if Casey kind of checked up on corner exit. Casey kind of checked. Yeah, Casey got loose, it looks like. See if we can go on board with a 51. Kind of see what he saw. Alright, on the restart here, on board with the 51. Nolan Carras check up for the 7, and then, yeah, the 51 just kind of tried to fit in the gap underneath. That wrecks quite a few cars there. Green flag back in the air. Byron Jones got us restarted there as it went back to the normal layout. We didn't complete a lap. Caution is out. Oh boy. Big wreck in 3 and 4. We're back under yellow. So far we've completed 1 lap. Oh man. Luckily this is not going to be a long night. We have a time limit set at an hour and 10 minutes. So at worst we'll sit here for an hour and 10 minutes. Alright, let's bag it up, see what happened there. .32 looks like going to be the start of this one. Just got loose in 3 and 4, taps the 51, and then goes around in front of the field. That collects quite a few cars. Wolfenbarger, 2-time champion here in CTC. Won Season 8 championship in the Cup Series and the first Gen 4 season championship as well. Alright, should be coming back to the green here. Should still be Byron Jones up front, and it is. Green flag back in the air. Side-by-side battle for the lead, and the 97 of Dave Hoytsma going around. See what happened. The 30 car gets into the 97, and up into the 91 goes to 97. Alright, pace car lights are out. We're going to try this again. Just let you know, if things continue in this direction, we're gonna try some stuff. But like I said, we only got an hour and 10 minutes to fit this race in. We've already used some of that, so let's just call it an hour left in this race. Byron Jones in control. Green flag back in the air. Hayden Wall with a bad restart. That's going to check up the bottom lane there in 1 and 2. We do make it clean through 1 and 2 this time. Byron Jones going to lead that lap. They are 4 wide back there. Looks like they sorted it out. That was a scary moment. We're actually making some laps here. Oh no! Why did I say anything? Around. Oh man, around goes to 16 as well. Yeesh. Alright. The first car I saw go around was the 34 Bobby Blowers. So let's see what happened to Bobby. Just a little too much throttle there for the 34. And a little farther ahead, the 55 and the 16 get together in 1 and 2 after the caution's out. Back it up and see how that started. Yeah, 55's gotten there hot. Tapped the 16. These guys do have a faster pair, unfortunately, so they'll be using that. Alright. 1 to green. This time, it's going to be the 51 of Bradley Wilson up there on the front row with Jones. Green flag back in the air. Byron Jones, good restart, and maintaining that lead. Cliff Mullins up here inside the top 5. Nolan Walker running out our top 5, though. First side-by-side battle, 30 and the 90. I'm sorry, the 71. I'm used to saying the 92 for O'Keefe. It's been 2 seasons since he's been in that number. And he just got some damage there in the right front, got the wall a little bit. 04, Garrett Ward a little loose right there. Oh, the Triple J car, the 55, goes around and gets contact from the 97. 97 had nowhere to go right there. Pretty low speed contact, but it will bring the caution out. 52, Brantley Bryant just shoving him through 1 and 2. On board with the 52. And just laying into him there in 1-2. Alright, coming back to the green. Byron Jones still in control. Be a big statement for the rookie if he could come in here and win the clash. Good restart once again. Clear out to the lead. Number 7. Wilson second. Lowell third, and we got a wreck. Ryan Jackson around in front of the field. No caution. Now there's a caution. He did get slow enough. He was the only one that spun, though. Alrighty, let's back it up and see what happened there. Alright, started with Brian Jackson. Might have just got loose. At first glance it seems that way, but we'll get an assisted view. Down the back straightaway. Backed up a little too much here, but we can get full context. For 3 and 4, got the 30 on the bottom, and the 15 just gets loose off the corner. Almost had it saved, but the 04 gets in there, and 15 slow enough to bring out a yellow. Not a bad wreck, but like I said, enough to trigger another caution. One to green once again. At least the cautions are quick here. We can roll through these things pretty quick. As long as we get some entertainment in between these cautions, I think we'll have a good night. Green back in the air. Byron Jones just about clears into turn 1, but the 51 gave him a little bit of a tap there. Wanted to let him know, I'm right here. If you get any closer, I might have to give you the bumper. Got the bathroom camera here in the infield. Nobody lining up for the bathroom right now. Alright, let's get back to the action. Oh, caution's out. Big pile up here in turn 4. Giglio, Graves, Hoytsma, several others involved. See what happened. I think that's going to start a little bit ahead of these guys. Yeah, looks like it's going to start around the 77 of Walker. Back it up a little bit more. Walker gets the wall on the backstretch, then the 30 just throws it into the corner, sends the 77 up the racetrack. A few others got the 35 and the 16 make contact after as well. Okay, don't watch the broadcast back. I will now say Blowers. I apologize. I've just been informed. The 34 car, Bobby Blowers. I have been calling his last name wrong, so I apologize, Bobby. Hope you got a kick out of it. I will now say Blowers. It makes more sense. I'm a little slow though, so I apologize. Alright, come back to the green. Byron Jones, clear to turn 1. Cliff Mullins fighting on that outside for the 3rd spot. Hayden Lowell. Bradley Wilson all over that back bumper trying to take away the lead. Take a little bit farther back here. Got Jamel Collins and Matthew Blackley side by side. Oh, there goes the 91 of Scherer up into the outside wall, and that'll be caution number 8. Alright, see what happened. Just a tap. I think that was from the 55. Yes, it was. 55. Jesse Jones gets in there and washes up into the 91, sending him around. Not too bad of damage for the 91 there, but it does bring out the caution. These guys are having a lot of fun in voice chat. I'm thinking maybe I should just turn on the voice chat for everybody to hear. I think it'd be fun that way. See if I can get it to come through. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. I tried. Alright, coming back to the green. Green flag back in the air, Byron Jones. Good restart that time. They'll be well clear of the 51 into turn 1. 51 a little loose there off of 2. Side by side once again, Cliff Mullins and Hayden Lowell for the 3rd spot. Cliff gonna have it that time by. Side by side for the lead, Bradley Wilson takes away the lead on lap 22. A lot of side-by-side battles here as we look throughout the field. And caution is out from up front. I think that was our previous leader, the 7 of Byron Jones. It was. So from leading to probably back of the pack here, let's take a look at what happened to the 7, Byron Jones. The 3 and 4, no contact from anybody. The 51 gets loose, and the 7, I'm guessing, turned the wheel a little harder to get away from the 51, and the thing goes around. So let's go on board with him, just to confirm that theory. Yep. Either that or it was just a hell of a coincidence. And that will put Bradley Wilson into the lead of this clash. Bradley won an exhibition race before in CTC. He won last year's All-Star race. Coming up on a third of the way through this thing. Not sure exactly how much time we have left in the session. "48 minutes." So we have 48 minutes to complete the rest of this race. Should be able to do that at our current pace. Kenny, yeah, that would have been funny. Alright, Bradley Wilson, Hayden Lowell, front row. Green flag back in the air. Top 3, all former champions. And obviously for good reason, are all up front in this flash right here. Cliff Mullins going to settle into 4th. Now side by side with Blowers and Trout. Oh, contact between teammates, and around goes the 30 and a few others. "34 locked it up. Going into turn 3. Let's back it up a little farther, get the full picture. Side by side, heading into 3. 34 gets it in too deep, locks the left front up, and sideswipes the 30. 52 goes around as well up front. And I think those are our only 2 actually that spun, so relatively clean wreck, considering what could have happened. Guys get a lot of practice at wreck avoidance at this point. Alright, let's get a quick word with our leader, Bradley Wilson. Hey, Bradley, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, well, you're up here in the lead. You were able to get that lead a few laps ago, and we've had quite a few cautions so far. You think it's going to let up, or are you going to continue to hold this lead under yellow?
I don't know, but as long as we maintain that lead and keep that damn 32 car behind us, I think we're going to be good.
Absolutely. Solid game plan. Coming back to the green here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bradley taking the bottom on this restart. A little different. And a good start. 56 loose. He was able to regather the car. That could have been much worse. He's going to drop down to 3rd now. Pinching that 34 car. I gotta say, pinching a car that just washed up and caused the last yellow is probably not a great idea, but it worked out for him, I guess. Oh no, we got the 52 around. He cannot stay out of trouble right now. Let's back it up, see what happened to the 52 with Bryant. Down the front straightaway into turn 1. 55 washes up, a little bit of netcode contact, and around the 52 goes. You know what the sad part is? This still doesn't feel as bad as Season 8 Richmond did. That race was atrocious. I do not recommend going back and watching that. By far the worst CTC race in history. And it has lowered the bar for every other race since then. Alright, well, 27 laps complete. You have 43 minutes left in the session. Alright, pace car lights out. Let's try this again. Bradley Wilson going to take us back to the green, starting on the outside this time. Wolfenbarger in second. Back to the green. Contact, 56 moves to 32 up the racetrack. '56, a Hayden Lowe gets loose, and caution is out. '56 off the corner, makes contact with the 32, goes around on the back straightaway. Alright, coming back to the green. Wilson's still in control. Gonna be lap 30 when we take the green flag here. Like every car still in the lead lap. Except for Brian Jackson, who is out of the race. Wilson takes the green once again. Side by side for third. Bobby Blowers and Jesse Jones. '44 Mullins, little bit of a check up there in one. It caused the 16 to lock up the brakes. '44 will clear into fifth. Now it's side by side with Blackley and Giglio. Oh, Blackley got the wall in the back straightaway. Blackley really pinched the 16 down there. It's just asking for trouble. The 30 is loose. And he does go around the 3 and 4. That 30 has had a rough night. '13th caution. Gets loose off of 2 and just couldn't gather it up. '30 part of Outlaws Racing. Alright, Orlando Outlaws Racing. Looks like he just pulled it to the pit box there. Guys doing their best impression of the real-life Clash right now. Gotta say, they're doing a great job. And it's not even raining. Alright, coming back to the green. Green flag back in the air. Got to listen to a restart. Contact 32 and the 34. They do save it, but they're 3 wide in a few places. Caution is out. It's going to be toward the back this time, I guess. Not sure who was involved this time. We'll have to refer. Oh no. Alright. Looks like it might have been D6 of Hayden Lowell and a few others. Yep, 56, 91. And the 91 goes around into turn 1. Alright, we are past halfway now, at least. 36 minutes left in the session, so we are literally right on time to finish this before the session time runs out. Alright, coming back to the green. You know the deal. Green flag back out. Three wide, 4 wide almost, and the 41 of Blackley goes around. These guys just cannot drive this car. It's tough to watch almost. All right. Down the back straightaway, 41. Just gets loose, too much throttle. All right, back to the green. Wilson in control. Owens and Blowers side by side for third. All right. We're going to try something out here. We're implementing the CTC social distancing restart. These guys are going to be single file, and they're going to restart a full car length apart from each other. We're going to see if this helps. Alright, coming back to the green on the CTC social distancing restart. Everybody doing a great job social distancing right now. These guys, I really appreciate them actually trying to do it. This is great. Alright, back to the green. Everybody pretty far apart now. Oh, we got contact. 77 giving the 01 a bumper. Oh, the 9 car goes around. He saved it! Brad, you're a legend for saving it. Oh, we can continue racing. What a legend. Oh, what a save. Brad, you are my hero. Brad Patton, ladies and gentlemen. What a G. Alright, side by side right here, the 7 and the 16. Can actually get a little racing in here. I don't want to jinx it. I mean, I probably already have, but what is this, 3 or 4 laps now? This is crazy. They're actually doing the racing thing. Side by side. O'Keefe going to get around the 52 of Brantley Bryant. Little shot there from the 52 to the 71. He is just shoving him for 1 and 2. Wow, he's basically just wrecked him right there. The 71 did a good job saving it. I'd be remembering that one. I know it's just the Clash, but wow. That was quite aggressive there for the 7th spot. Mullins trying to hold on to this 3rd spot. Got Blowers right behind him. Bradley Wilson got about a half second. Here, Wolfenberger. Oh, very loose there for the 51. That was a big moment. Brad Patton, Hayden Lowell, going around Garrett Warren. Giglio and O'Keefe going at it right here. Brantley Bryant looks like lost the spot. Might have got a little moment. Oh, Casey Graves around on the front straightaway. That was a good run we had there. We're going to be 21 to go when we take the green. We're going to maintain single file, but we're going to ditch the social distancing. We'll see if that actually had an effect. I don't want to have to police that. I know these guys are going to push the envelope on it. But it was good to see some racing get in right there. And one of our own, our Truck Series broadcaster and admin, Casey Graves, ends up causing this yellow. Casey. Looks like he's on pit road fixing damage right there. Caution laps don't count, so he can just sit on pit road until we go back to the green. Should be here. Yes, it is. So Casey will have to come out now. Green flag back in the air. We have on the inside of the 71 of O'Keefe. O'Keefe crossed it back over underneath Giglio. Still there now. He's going to have to file in behind the 16. Oh, big contact there. O'Keefe goes around to turn 1. See what happened. 18th caution. Oh man, 71 was trying to save it, then he caught the 35 of Nick Cooper there at the end. "22 minutes left in this session. We're going to have Yep, pace car is out. Pace car lights are out. I have 17 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Giglio's still trying to get by these guys. Working over the 30 of DJ Trout right now. Oh, Trout loose on the outside. Luckily the 16 was there to save it for him. Now side by side with 52 of Brantley Bryant. Brantley just throws it in there, runs him right up the racetrack. And the 56 will lull around again on the back straightaway. Yep, just got loose, too much gas. Evidently, I made the setup too loose. These cars, now with this new update, they do have 750 horsepower at these short tracks, so a little more horsepower for these guys to contend with than last season. Not too much, though. I'll tell you that. It doesn't feel that much different. So I think a lot of the issues we're seeing are guys just driving a little bit over their heads. I have 14 to go when we take the green. And just an update, 20 minutes left in the session. 20 minutes to complete 14 laps. You'd think we can do that at a track where lap times are under 14 seconds under green. Alright, now we're back to the green. Owen Walker, Blake Giglio side by side. Giglio gonna have to drop back to 6th. Wilson's still out front. Trout under fire from Bryant. Just behind them, Patton and Jones going at it for the 9th spot. Jones going to hold on to that. Still side by side just ahead. Oh, the round goes to 77 on Owen Walker, and that's going to be hard contact for a few. They tried to avoid him. Caution number 20 on the racetrack. Alright. Guys are ridiculous on the voice chat. Let's take a look. Seven car off of 2, I think it's just going to get loose. No, up ahead is the 77. I knew that. Don't know what my brain came up with there, but alright. 77 to Nolan Walker. Yep, too much gas. Too much rotational energy there in turn 2. And around he goes. Gonna be 11 to go when we take the green. Well, I hope everybody's enjoyed something from this, but this is probably the last Southern National Clash we'll ever have, if you can believe it. It was a fun experiment, I think. Didn't take up too much of everybody's night. It'll be over soon. We are very We're a very short time away from crowning a class champion here. Going back to the green. Mullins and Giglio side by side. Blake has been making some headway here in these last few laps. Gonna try to sneak into the 4th spot. Oh, very tight there in 1 and 2. Loses some momentum. Backs up his corner. That stacks the bottom up. Giglio looks now to be clear in 4th. Lap 67 completes. Caution out. Cliff Mullins, no, Cliff. He's having a good run there. He's running top 5. What happened to Cliff? The 52 gets in there, shoves the 30 again, and that turns the 44. The 52 has not been afraid of using the bumper tonight. Just kind of got underneath him. Alright, so coming into 1. 44 shuts the door. The 30 just keeps his nose there. I don't know, it's a close one, and the 52 hitting the 30 certainly didn't help. It's one of those short track deals, I'd say. Nope. All right. Coming right to the green. Oh my goodness, the 16 just got in there and sent the 34 of Blowers up into the corner, and the 16 is now stopped. Hopefully he doesn't get hit by anybody. What in tarnation was that? .34 with a pretty good save. Back it up once again. .16, just an aggressive move there into 1. .34 didn't want to give an inch. And the 16 ends up going around. .34 did get his spot back, so he goes back up to 3rd. Got some shenanigans going on back here. 20, 56, and the 01 are hitting each other. Alright, going to the green. Gonna be 6 laps to go. Lap 69. Green's back in the air. Bradley Wilson coming to 5 laps away from taking home this Clash win and $30. Side by side, Brantley Bryant, DJ Trout. These guys have loved each other all night. No love lost. They are side by side for this 4th spot. Giglio wrecked here in turn 2. I think that might have put him a lap down. We will see what iRacing decides. Back it up, see what happened to Blake. Mullins locks up the brakes into turn 1 and sends the 16 up. Ends up wrecking it. All right. Oh my goodness, my mic was off the whole time. Oh, that was one of the best calls I've ever done for a finish. I hate these apps. I hate them so much. If anybody can make a better working race control app, that'd be much appreciated. Garrett Wolfenberger wins somehow! Insane finish. I'm so sorry. My mic wasn't working. Unbelievable finish. I can't believe Bradley Wilson gets in there. Turn 1 gets loose or tight or something. I don't know what happened to him. Wolfenberger gets in there, takes the lead away, and then the 34 just about had it. And then got loose off of 4. Oh, Bradley in chat saying he jumped the start and got a black. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. All right, well, let's get a word with our top 3 here. Garrett, it's Lucas. You got me, man.
Yeah, I got you.
What an insane finish. Your teammate Bradley gets a black flag, and you about get wrecked there or something, and you held on. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy finish. I don't know what happened to Bradley. He said he got a black flag for jumping it. That was kind of, don't want to win him like that because he pretty much had that thing locked up with a single file and just the restarts going every time. I couldn't really get back to him, but once he got that black flag and my car was just wrecking loose on that restart for some reason, and I was just trying to hold on, and then what's his name? Why can I? Bobby? What number is he?
34?
34. Yeah, he was up there all over me, and I thought for sure we were gonna get wrecked. And then I seen him spin out there going to the white flag, and got her done somehow. That was a pretty fun race. Wrecked pretty early there and worked our way back to the front. So glad to start off with the Clash win. Pretty fun and $30 richer, huh?
$30 richer, man. Glad you made it through it. That was quite the racing event we just witnessed. And
yeah,
I got to tell you,
was
that restart
insane.
almost didn't happen. I was on my way to delay the yellow. And race control app didn't want to do it. So something was working in your favor there.
I guess I appreciate it.
Send your regards to iRace Control. All right,
Yes.
man. Any
Thank
sponsors
you,
or shout-outs
iRacing.
for the Clash win?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank one of Goons for bringing us on last season and sticking around for as long as we can here with them. I appreciate them for getting us out here as a team and just letting us be able to do this for them. OG Gear for being on the car as always. Brantley Bryant for the new schemes for this season. Appreciate that. I want to thank BGR for the nice horsepowered up motor there in that race. Felt pretty good all run. And you for broadcasting and running the league, of course. And then everyone for showing up for the Clash. It was a fun time. A lot of cars out here. So on to Daytona next week. Hopefully get us another one.
Yep. Go ahead and let you go. Congrats on the win. Go celebrate with the team. We'll see you next week for the duels.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you.
Let's get a word with our second place finisher. Newcomer to the league here, DJ Trout. Let's see if we can back up here and get his car here in the frame. Hey, DJ, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I do. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, better than most would be in the situation. Finishing second tonight. That was a rough race for everybody all around. I'm sorry this is your first race around here, but still, nice podium finish for you. Walk us through it.
I don't know. I got lucky at the end. I think I spun 3 or 4 times, and I was able to make it back. Just once we got some laps in, just my car was good around the bottom, and once I got to the up to the top 5, it's just I kind of got stuck until they washed wide. So I just got lucky with the second place finish.
Hey, doesn't matter how you got it. You got a nice podium finish in your first start, and now you can take that momentum into Daytona the next 2 weeks. How are we feeling about that?
It's a drafting racetrack. I hate drafting racetracks, so I'm probably not going to do good. I'm hoping to, but I don't think I am. So I just got to hang on the next couple weeks.
Absolutely, man. Well, any sponsors or shout-outs for the podium finish tonight?
A big thanks to Orlando Outlaws, Bobby Blowers and Byron Jones, my teammates who were in here in the 7 and 34. I could not have figured this racetrack out if it wasn't for them. So thanks to them for the help, and thanks for Yeti, our leader at Orlando Outlaws, for giving me the chance to race for them. And thank you for broadcasting.
Absolutely glad you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week for Daytona.
You have a good one.
You too. All right, that was DJ Trout taking home second tonight, and I see Hayden Lowell down there, not in the waiting room, but we'll drag him in. Maybe he wants to talk to us. Hey, Hayden, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, I didn't see you in the waiting room. I didn't know if you wanted to get an interview, but figured I'd drag you in anyway. Taking home a nice podium finish here in the Clash. Not quite the win I'm sure you wanted, but still, good finish.
Yeah, considering I absolutely stepped on my own man sausage a couple of times this race, I'll absolutely take basically getting gifted a third place finish there at the end. C's parted about 3 different times on the last 2 laps and brought it home third.
Brought it home third indeed. Good momentum going into next week at Daytona. How are we feeling about that?
Well, defending pole sitter of the season opening Daytona race, so that's some good momentum, or something good to fall back on, I should say. But drafting tracks aren't necessarily my thing. I'm not the best at them. Maybe my new PC getting me, close to 100 frames a second at Daytona will maybe it'll help me out a little bit more compared to 12 or 13 on my old PC. So certainly we'll roll into Daytona with a fast piece, and we'll see what this LH Motorsports team can bring me.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for talking to us. Congrats on the podium finish. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lucas.
All right, Hayden taking it home third tonight. Now we'll just do a nice Triple J as a whole interview here.
What
Welcome,
the hell?
Matthew Blackley,
Let's
Jesse
go.
Jones,
Let's
and
go,
Ronnie
son.
Holmes. What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up?
Hey.
The Triple J.
Hey,
boys
Ronnie
is
didn't
in
make the
here
race.
now,
Get him out
son.
of here. No, I'm a PR person for Matt Black.
All right, well, Jesse,
I represent Matt Black.
you were the highest finisher, so I'll let you start this off.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Yes, sir.
Well, man, taking home
That
fourth.
that was
a wreck
certainly
fest.
one of the races.
It's one of the races, for sure.
It definitely it was one of the races of all time. It's the heats were all right when we didn't have cautions. We could actually get our racing in. Me and the 52 got into it for a little while there, but shout out to Brantley. Brantley's all right. Don't know what his deal was with us all night, but it is what it is. But no, it was honestly pretty fun. Truthfully, it was a fun race. Just wish that we could have wish it could have been green. Truthfully, instead. But it is what it is. It's just one of those things. We get all of our anxious nerves out. Oh, there he is. I see him in the waiting area. But no, he's
oh God.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, son?
What's up? We gotta fight in the booth.
No, we're good. No, but it was honestly really fun. It was fun. It was shout out Avid Race Fan as well.
Yeah, shout out Avid Race Fan, man. Big fans
Ron,
here
you
at
did
Triple
not
J.
make the race,
at
bro.
Avid
Get
Race
out of here.
Oh,
it was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you
a lot of
had
fun. Thank you for thank you for putting on the Clash. Sorry it turned out to be a shit show.
Hey, I didn't expect anything less, so that's all right. Matthew, you here?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
You got a top 5. You got anything to say about it, or any thoughts for anybody in the race?
Drove to the field twice. Wrecked on lap 1 because them Nimrods in front of me wrecked. Got sent to the back. Had to drive back. Wrecked trying to pass Cliff Mullins because he's a brick. I'm not actually, I love you, Cliff. But had to drive back to the field again. Tires were killed. Race was fun. Honestly, great job with the setup. It was really enjoyable. We actually got to use it. But I want to say shout out Avid Race Fan. I'm biggest supporter day one. Love that guy. And fuck Kenny Frisbee.
Whoa, he's live.
Get him out of here.
Oh,
We
man.
are first here. Just want to apologize on behalf of Matt Black.
That's a fine from the FCC. Have a good day, Triple J,
God.
guys,
Yeah,
and Brantley.
Yeah, have a good day.
All right,
I
have a
didn't get
good
my
night.
interview.
All right, let's wrap up this show real quick, shall we? I thought we'd have some fun. It was a long night. Garrett Wolfenbarger taking home the win. DJ Trout taking home second. Hayden Lowell third. Jesse Jones fourth. Matthew Blackley fifth. Brett Patton sixth. Nolan Walker seventh. Byron Jones eighth. Davis Greenwell ninth. Garrett Warren rounding out your top 10. Bobby Blowers taking home 11th. Yes, I said that right. I second guess myself. Brantley Bryant 12th, Patrick O'Keefe 13th, Cliff Mullins 14th, Casey Graves 15th, Blake Giglio 16th, Bradley Wilson 17th, Jamal Collins 18th, Nick Cooper 19th, Jeremy Scherer 20th. Our final two finishers, Dave Hoytsma 21st and Brian Jackson in 22nd. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the Clash. It was certainly one of the races of all time, as Jesse said. But, it was entertainment nonetheless, and we're back to racing. That's the bottom line. Make sure to tune in on Monday on Pro Sim Network for Daytona Truck Qualifying. Single car runs. It's going to be a fun show. We're going to have a lot of guys up in there talking. It's not just going to be a simple qualifying show. We're gonna have a good time. And, grab a drink or something. Make sure to show up Monday night at 9 Eastern. Yes, I got my times right. 9 Eastern. That's time the next Wednesday for the Daytona Duels here in the Cup Series. So make sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a fun time. But for now, thank you to everybody who's helped put this thing on. Modern Vet Truck Series, the Wanted Goons Cup Series, both of them wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. And everybody else who helps put this thing on, everybody who races, everybody who's watched tonight. It's definitely a blessing to have this fun league to be a part of. So thank you all for watching. We will see you next week.